importance of project schedules. Managers often cite delivering projects on time as one of the biggest challenges. So, pag sa mga project managers, ang pinaka nahihirapan sila or pinaka biggest challenge is yung ma-meet yung deadline ng mga projects nila. Time has the least amount of flexibility. It passes no matter what happens on a project. So, yun lang, isa oras. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya pwedeng mabago basta pag naset na yung time or lumagpas na yung oras na yun, bahala na yung project na yun. Schedule issues are the main reason for conflicts on projects, especially during the second half of projects. So, yung mga schedule is, pag halimbawa yung sa schedule, nakaset na schedule, tapos biglang mag-change. Siyempre, maiiba na yung, halimbawa, may iba na yung mamimit per yung ibang mga deadline. Individual work styles and cultural differences cause schedule conflicts. One dimension of the Myers-Briggs type indicator focuses on people's attitudes toward structure and deadline. So sinasabi dun sa Myers-Briggs is yung paano ina-approach ng mga tao yung sa mga deadline. Yun. Tapos, some people prefer to follow schedules and meet deadlines while others do not.
So parang sa estudyante siya. Minsan yung mga estudyante, hindi natin nami-meet yung deadline natin. Kunwari, sinabing Friday ipapas. Minsan nag-i-extend, nangingi tayo ng extension. Doon pa lang hindi na natin napapalo yung deadline natin, hindi natin ma-meet. Samantalang yung iba, talagang ginagawa na nila kung on time pa lang para may ma-meet nila yung deadlines. Nakadepende pa rin yun sa attitude ng tao.
So next is media snapshot. In contrast to 2002 Salt Lake City Winter Olympic Games, planning and scheduling was different for the 2004 Summer Olympic Games held in Athens, Greece. So ito yan. Project time management process. So meron siyang anim. Ang una is activity definition, identifying the specific activities that the project team members and stakeholders must perform to produce the project deliverables.
Halimbawa, yung isang tao, si JB, siya yung gagawa ng code sa amin sa isang software project. Si JB yung code, siya yung magko-code sa amin, ako documentation. Tapos si Kenneth naman, yung gagawin niya is pag-check ng mga errors, ganun. Yun yung halimbawa ng activity definition.
So next is activity sequencing. Identifying and documenting the relationships between project activities.
Activity resource estimating. Estimating how many resources a project team should use to perform project activities.
Parang ganito lang siya. Yung activity resource estimating, parang yung kung ano ba yung kung ano lang yung meron yung activity, yung team, project team. Kunwari, hindi ka naman gagawa ng weather system kung wala ka namang, hindi mo namang kayang kunin yung mag-update ng weather. Parang ganun. I-estimate mo lang kung ano yung kaya ng mga gamit ng yung team.
So, yung susunod is activity duration estimating. Estimating the number of work periods that are needed to complete individual activities.
Yun lang, pag-estimate lang ng oras. Kung gaano ba katagal mo gagawin yung isang activity, kung gaano katagal, tapos kung ilan lang yung nakalaan na oras para gawin yung isang activity. Halimbawa, yung documentation, 1 to 2 weeks lang siya gagawin. Dapat ma-meet mo yung dapat nakikita. Ipapashow yun sa Gantt chart. Yung Gantt chart is, dun mo makikita yung activity duration estimating.
So next is schedule development. Analyzing activity sequences, activity resource estimates, and activity duration estimates to create a project schedule.
Schedule control. Controlling and managing changes to the project schedule.
Ito lang yung example ng activity definition. Part siya ng, yan lang, example. Then next ko na lang.
Activity list and attributes. An activity list is a tabulation of activities to be included on a project schedule that includes the activity name, an activity identifier or number, a brief description of the activity.
Parang part siya ng documentation. Doon nakikita natin yung activity, yung pangalan ng activity, kung ano yung gagawin mong system, ganun po. Ganun yung gagawin. Tapos yung brief history lang ng brief description history. Kunwari, yung history ng ISI, kung kailan siya nagawa, o kailan siya nagawa, and kailan siya nag-start.
So, susunod is activity attributes. Provide more information such as predecessors, successors, logical relationships, leads and lags, resource requirements, constraints, imposed dates, and assumptions related to the activity. Yan, milestone.
A milestone is a significant event that normally has no duration. It often takes several activities and a lot of work to complete a milestone. They're useful tools for getting schedule goals and monitoring progress. Examples include obtaining customer sign-off on key documents or completion of specific products.
So, ang susunod is activity sequencing. Involves reviewing activities and determining dependencies. A dependency or relationship is the sequencing of project activities or tasks. You must determine dependencies in order to use critical path analysis.
Three types of dependencies. Mandatory dependencies, inherent in the nature of the work being performed on a project, sometimes referred to as hard logic. Discretionary dependencies, defined by the project team, sometimes referred to as soft logic and should be used with care since they may limit later scheduling options. External dependencies involve relationship between project and non-project activities.
So next is network diagrams. Network diagrams are the preferred technique for showing activity sequencing. A network diagram is a schematic display of the logical relationships among our sequencing of project activities.
May dalawang format ng network diagrams. Isa yung arrow, tapos yung isa yung precedence diagram methods.
So yan, ito yung
example ng arrow network diagram. An arrow diagram method, also called an activity on arrow network diagram. Yung mga activities, makikita mo yung mga activities nire-represent siya ng arrow.
So process for creating AOA diagrams. So, isusunod na method is precedence diagramming method. Activities are represented by boxes.
Ito yung mga activities, example ng mga activities sa PDM network diagram.
Arrows show relationships between activities.
Ito yung arrow, yun yung pinapakita kung paano yung nagawa. Siya yung nagko-connect sa bawat activities.
More popular than ADM method and used by project management software. Better at showing different types of dependencies.
Yan yung example.
So next is activity duration estimating. So duration includes the actual amount of time worked on an activity plus elapsed time.
Yung sa duration, kung gaano katagal mo ginagawa yung activity. Kasama din dun yung mga time na nasayang, ganun. Nasayang sa paggagawa mo ng activity.
Effort is the number of work days or work hours required to complete a task.
Sa paggagawa kasi ng software, meron kailangan na kada araw gagawa ko ng ganun. Kunwari, sa araw na to, isang oras. Yung effort, parang sa nililigawan natin, parang pag nakuha mo siya, para makuha mo siya, kailangan mo mag-effort. Parang ganun din sa system, kailangan mo pag-effortan para magawa mo siya.
So next is schedule development. Uses results of the other time management processes to determine the start and end date of the project.
Schedule development, di ba? Kailangan natin makita yung kung kailan nga ba nagsimula yung isang project. Kunwari, sinimulan ko siya ng January, dapat matatapos siya ng March, ganun.
Ultimate goal is to create a realistic project schedule that provides a basis for monitoring project progress for the time dimension of the project.
Yung example nito is yung Gantt chart. Lahat naman tayo dito nag-SAD, di ba? Yung sa SAD natin, gumawa tayo ng Gantt chart. Kunwari, sa first week, nandun yung ginawa nating documentation. Yung sa second week, interview, ganun. Kailangan natin ng Gantt chart. Gantt charts. Yung ini-include niya yung Gantt charts. Tapos yung critical path analysis, critical change scheduling, and PERT analysis. Yun yung mga example ng mga schedule development. Yung gagawin natin. Gantt chart. Yung Gantt charts provided standard format for displaying project schedule information by listing project activities and their corresponding start and finish dates in a calendar format. Yung Gantt chart is example siya ng development schedule. Pinapakita lang dito lahat ng mga activities. Kunwari, sa week 1, ay yung kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, nag-i-interview tayo doon. Sa week 1, nag-i-interview tayo. Tapos sa pangalawang week, gumagawa tayo ng documentation. Tapos sa pangalawang week, use case. Ito yung example ng Gantt chart. Kunwari, kunwari ito yung interview na tapos siya ng Wednesday. Natapos dun, ganun. Yan yung example ng Gantt chart. Smart criteria. Milestone should be may smart criteria. Smart, meaning specific, measurable, assignable, realistic, tsaka time frame.
Best practice. Schedule risk is inherent in the development of complex system. Best practice. The 5 key points of using project milestone include the following. 1. Define milestone early in the project and include them in the Gantt chart to provide a visual guide.
Parang yung mga lahat ng gagawin natin, dapat ilalagay na natin sa Gantt chart, including yung documentation, interview, observation, gagawa ka ng system, paggawa ng system, UI, gano'n. Dapat include lahat ng gagawin mo na i-include siya doon.
2. Keep milestones small and frequent. 3. The set of milestone must be all-encompassing. 4. Each milestone must be binary, meaning it is either complete or incomplete.
Dapat sa isang milestone, dapat complete lang siya or incomplete. Hindi mo pwedeng ilagay na parang on progress pa. Pag on progress, parang incomplete na yung gagawin mo, ilalagay mo sa Gantt chart.
5. Carefully monitor the critical path.
So next is critical path method. CPM is a network diagramming technique used to predict total project duration. A critical path for a project is a series of activities that determines the earliest time by which the project can be completed. The critical path is the longest path through the network diagram and has the least amount of slack or float. A slack or float is the amount of time an activity may be delayed without delaying a succeeding activity or the project finished it.
Parang ganito lang siya. Kunwari, sa week 1, yung gagawin mo is interviewing pero hindi mo siya natapos. Yun yung yun yung slack tsaka flow. Na kung pangalawa, nadali na siya. Baka nadali na, ganun.
So yan yung pagkakalculate ng critical path. So ito naman is yung diagram ng example ng diagram ng critical path. Paano mo may determine?
Using critical path analysis to make schedule trade-offs. Free slack or free float is the amount of time an activity can be delayed without delaying the early start of any immediately following activities.
Total slack or total float is the amount of time an activity may be delayed from its early start without delaying the planned project finish.
A forward pass through the network diagram determines the early start and finish dates. A backward pass determines the late start and finish dates.
Example siya ng calculating early and late start and finish dates. Stable project.
Next is using the critical path to shorten a project schedule. 3 main techniques for shortening schedules. Shortening duration of the critical activities tasks by adding more resources or changing their scope. Crashing activities may, by obtaining the greatest amount of schedule, compression for the least incremental cost. Fast tracking activities by doing them in parallel or overlapping them.
It is important to update project schedule information to meet time goals for a project. The critical path may change as you enter actual start and finish dates. If you know the project completion date will slip, negotiate with the project sponsor. Parang ganito lang siya. Once na natapos mo na yung interview, dapat i-mark mo na siya as complete. Tapos, as you enter the critical part, yung actual start and finish date, pwede siya magbago. Tapos, pag alam mo nang madidelay yung project mo, dapat makipag-negotiate ka na. Parang pag na-delay yung project mo sa isang teacher, dapat sabihin mo na sa teacher mo na baka pwede po kahit next week na lang po, pakiusapan mo na pwedeng ma-delay. Ganun.
Critical chain scheduling. A method of scheduling that considers limited resources when creating a project schedule and includes buffers to protect the project completion date. Uses the theory of constraints, a management philosophy developed by Eliyahu M. Goldratt and introduced in the book The Goal. Attempts to minimize multitasking when a resource works on more than one task at a time. So yan yung example ng multitasking.
A buffer is additional time to complete a task. Parang yun yung kunwari hanggang week 1 ka lang, yun mag-i-extend ka hanggang week 2, yun yung buffer. Murphy's law state that if something can go wrong, it will. Parkinson's law states that work expand to fill the time allowed. Yung work daw is nag-expand siya sa time na allowed. Kunwari, di mo naman matatapos ng on time or di mo matatapos yung project on time, pwedeng ma-delay o pwedeng ma-advance yung pagtapos mo sa project. Ito yung example ng critical chain scheduling. PERT is a network analysis technique used to estimate project duration when there is a high degree of uncertainty about the individual activity duration estimate. PERT uses probabilistic time estimate. Duration estimate based on using optimistic, most likely, and pessimistic estimates of activity duration.
So yun yung formula and example para sa first. Schedule control. Perform reality checks on schedules.
Dapat yung tinignan mo pa rin kung nasusunod na yung schedules nyo.
Next is allow for contingencies. Next, susunod is don't plan for everyone to work at 100% capacity all the time.
Don't plan for everyone to work at 100% capacity all the time. Hindi naman lahat tayo is bibigyan natin lahat sa work na yan. Yung iba, kasi yung mga tao nga, di ba, sabi nga kanina, iba-iba siya ng attitude. Maaaring si JB, bibigyan niya yung 100% niya, ako 50% lang yung ibibigay ko para sa project na yun. Kunwari, ako 100%, tapos si 50, ganun, parang ganun lang siya. Depende sa attitude yan ng isang tao.
Hold progress meetings with stakeholders and be clear and honest in communicating schedule issues.
Parang sa teacher nga sinasabi ko na kanina pa na pag sa teacher sabihin mo na agad na ma'am baka pwede pong mag-extend tayo, hindi mo na kailangan mag-extend sa deadline, hindi mo na kailangan magsinungaling na ma'am kasi hindi po ganun. Be honest lang, sabihin mo ma'am na-delay po ako, hindi ko po talaga nagawa or tinamad po ako kaya hindi ko po siya na-meet yung program.
Schedule control. Goals are to know the status of the schedule, influence factors that cause schedule changes, determine that the schedule has changed, and manage changes when they occur. Tools and techniques include progress reports, schedule change control system, project management software including schedule comparison charts like the tracking Gantt chart, variance analysis such as analyzing float or slack, performance management such as earned value.
Goals are to know the status of schedule. Parang titignan mo kung nagawa mo na nga ba siya, kung na-complete mo ba yung goal mo para sa week 1, ma-complete mo ba yung goal mo para sa week 2. If there is a change of time, kailangan mo siyang i-include sa Gantt. Include mo siya sa Gantt chart and manage mo siya when they occur, yung changes sa time.
Reality checks on scheduling. First, review the draft schedule or estimate completion date in the project charter.
Parang ganito lang siya sa Gantt chart. Yung sa documentation mo, mayroon naman tayong first draft, second draft, third draft. Kunwari, sa first draft natin, i-review mo, doon nakalagay yung mga estimated time ng completion. Kunwari, sa interviewing, week 1 ka, ilagay mo doon na week 1 ka, pero nung sa pangalawang draft mo na tapos nag-extend ka sa interviewing, hindi mo na meet yung time ng interviewing, na abot mo siya hanggang week 2, dapat ilagay mo din siya sa week 2 na hanggang 2 weeks mo ginawa yun.
So next is prepare a more detailed schedule with the project team.
Yan nga, yung gaya sinasabi ko, sa pangalawang draft, dapat itama mo na yung time mo, yung time schedule.
Make sure the schedule is realistic and followed.
Di ba yung schedule, dapat naman yung schedule dapat pinapollow natin siya. Kunwari, sa university, may schedule na activities university. Dapat mas magandang realistic siya and pinapollow natin siya. Kunwari, yung intrams, ganun, i-ano natin sa September, dapat i-follow natin siya, ganun.
Lastly is alert top management well in advance if there are schedule problems.
Kunwari, yun nga, kanina pa sinasabi na parang kunwari kung sa teacher mo, sabihin mo na agad para magawan ng paraan. Para kung pwedeng i-delay yung pagpapas, gagawan ng paraan.
Working with people issues. Strong leadership help projects succeed more than good per charts. Project manager should use empowerment, incentives, discipline, negotiation.
Empowerment, dapat, kunwari ako yung leader, parang kailangan mo din silang i-guide na, bigyan mo din sila ng motivations, ganun, na, JB, galingan mo, kaya mo yan, parang ganun. Galingan mo, kaya mo yan, magagawa mo yan, kailangan natin i-meet. Tapos incentives, kailangan, kunwari, sa bahay, yung isa, tamad, si JB, kunwari, tamad, bigyan mo yan ng, sabihin mo, JB, gagawin ko, bibigyan kita ng 100 pesos, mag-urong ka lang, ganun. Bigyan mo siya ng incentives na makukuha. Yung price, pag nagawa niya yung price. Kunwari, sa isang employee, mag-work hard siya, bigyan mo siya ng incentives, bigyan mo ng day off, bigyan mo ng bonus, ganun. Discipline. Discipline, dapat disiplinado. Sabi nga dun sa in order to become a successful leader, first you have to discipline yourself. Dapat nasa iyo muna yung disiplina bago sa iba. Simulan mo sa manager, sa project manager yung discipline. Negotiation, dapat marunong ka mapag-negotiation. Kunwari, ako, may deadline nga ako. Tapos hindi ko mamimit. Kailangan mo ba kapag-negotiate sa na baka hindi ko po mamit, ganun, nakapag-negotiate ka.
So next is using software to assist in time management. Software for facilitating communications helps people exchange schedule-related information.
Decision support models help analyze trade-offs that can be made.
Project management software can help in various time areas.
Words of caution on using project management software. Many people misuse project management software because they don't understand important concept and have not had training. Yung ibang tao daw, yung iba, hindi nagagamit na maayos yung project management because hindi naman nila totoong na-understand siya, and wala namang proper training. Dapat, kung gagawa tayo ng project, dapat totoo natin siya na-understand yung software, tapos meron tayong proper training para magawa.
You must enter dependencies to have dates adjust automatically and to determine the critical path. You must enter actual schedule information to compare plan and actual progress.
End of slide. Tapos na.
Yan po natatapos yung project time management.
Thank you po.
Thank you.